Alright, so welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be installing macOS inside of Arch Linux. So, let's see how this goes. So, first want to run a TAIPAN installer to install your prerequisites, so I'll have this. Alright, so this is what you should need. Okay, so after that's done, you want to run sudo systemctl enable --now libvirt in my instance. Alright, so this is future me speaking. I only now, during the editing process, realized that I put libvirt instead of libvirt. So if you put that in, it should succeed and not throw an error at you. Sorry about that. I'm just going to disregard that because I'm not even going to be using Virt Manager. So now we're going to clone the OS X KVM repository. Alright, so now we're going to need to fetch the macOS installer. This needs to use Python, so if you don't have Python, you can download that from TAIPAN as well. So we're gonna run /fetch-macOS-v2.py. Alright, so in this video we're gonna be installing Monterey. So I'm gonna type 5. It'll download that from Apple's servers, so this might take a bit. Alright, so after that's done, we're gonna convert the DMG that it made into an IMG. So we're gonna run uemu-img convert base system.dmg right here -o raw base system.img. We're gonna convert the DMG, which is what macOS uses, to convert it into a raw IMG. Alright, it should be done and we should end up with a file right here. So now we're going to create our virtual hard drive. I recommend you use 128 gigs or more, but I kind of don't have 128 gigs. I only really have 66 gigs. So I'm gonna do 50 gigs. It needs to be named mac_hdd_ng.qpal2 to actually be recognized by the script to run it. But now we're gonna set this to 50 bytes. There we go. Now we're gonna run the open for boot script. Let me fix this real quick. Alright, so after a little bit of troubleshooting, I got it to boot. Instead of naming it .qcow2, you want to name it mac_hdd_ng.img. So over here we have our QEMU booted. So you don't want to choose EFI because that's just going to send you right back to where you were. You want to choose macOS based system. You'll see the Apple logo, and after a bit it should be booted into the recovery environment. Alright, so now we're in the macOS recovery environment. So if we head over to reinstall macOS Monterey, this will not work because we have not initialized the disk, which I will show you right now. You cannot install it as we don't have a disk. So you want to go back, quit install macOS, quit, go to disk utility, you should see your hard disk media, 53.69 gigs that I have, erase it. I'm going to call this Macintosh HD Probably don't want anything like that. It's file system, I might even recognize that. There we go. APFS and GUID partition map. Do not use MVR or APM. Those will not work for what we want. Use erase. Alright, now click done. You quit out of here. Now you can install. Continue. Agree. Agree again. And now you can see it here. Click on it, and then continue. And now you should wait. It will never take this long. It says it's going to take this long, but it takes like not even a fifth of the time. This is the longest part though.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for.
Alright, and after a while it should reboot for the last time. And it should boot into the out-of-box experience. Or whatever the Mac equivalent is. I'm not an Apple guy. Alright, we're finally in the setup, but the problem is, I need to turn this off, because we need to do some hardware configuration. So we're going to run nano, open, .sh. So now we can configure what's in here. So over here we have in megabytes allocated RAM. I'm going to change this to 8 gigs. I'm going to change my cores to 4. Actually, yeah, 4. This to 8. And that should be about it. We can move this once more. Alright, now let's set this up.
The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh.
And welcome to macOS. So this will be a little bit laggy without a dedicated GPU, but I don't have another GPU to donate to this, so that's that. See if we have internet. Alright, so we do have internet. Alright, that's cool. Close out of here. Let's install Homebrew. Alright, so I'm gonna go to brew.sh. I'm gonna grab the install script. Go to Launchpad. Grab our terminal. Paste this in here. Oh look, it's already nagging us to upgrade to Tahoe. I will not be upgrading to Tahoe because I don't think my computer will handle this without exploding. Alright, now we have Homebrew installed, so I'm gonna add this to our path. There we go. Now I should be able to install fast fetch. There we go. Alright, now that we have fast fetch installed, let's see what's in this. Oh, come on. Okay, so it looks like we are actually not supported by Brew anymore. So we're going to download NeoFetch, basically the predecessor to fast fetch. NeoFetch is written entirely in Bash, so it should work, considering we have Bash installed here. There we go. So we have an Intel Skylake. 8,192 megabytes of RAM, running at 1280 by 800, but we don't have a GPU, integrated graphics basically, so I'm going to do a little trick to force this into terminal only mode. So we're going to go restart. So we want to select Macintosh HD, but we're going to hold Command S and enter. This will open a terminal. There we go. And now you'll notice it's a lot more verbose, but at the bottom we have a shell. There we go. So that's basically going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed, comment, like, and subscribe. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Peace.